There's your Wisconsin Wine Guy. We're back again with another wine review and continuing in our line of 375s, 187s. These are the small bottles of wine. You know, the type of wine that you could just enjoy alone or just share with a friend. So in this 375 size, you're getting about, depending on who's drinking. For me, I can get about 3 pours of wine out of this. But some may get 2, some may get 1, depending on what size glass and how much wine you like to pour in your glass. Me, I like to savor and enjoy the wine over the course of hours. All right, so for those who are new, these are wines that you can purchase at wherever you shop for wine, in a liquor store, grocery store, some wine shops, shelves. I go through and pick out these wines and give it a taste and give you my opinion utilizing the infamous thumb rating system. Thumbs up says I recommend that wine. That wine is pretty nice, pretty solid wine. Can't go wrong with that one. 3/4, you know what? I would rock this at a party, share it with my friends, bring some home, store some just to have on hand. Halfway, there was something about that wine that didn't work for my palate, but doesn't mean it's a bad wine. You give it a taste and let the rest of us know what you think about the wine. Thumbs down? Well, that's always an easy one. Get that wine out of here. But every now and then, there's the infamous double thumbs up. When you say a double thumbs up, that wine is coming highly, highly recommended. Give it a shot. Hopefully you will agree with me when you try it. So, on today's wine review, keeping in the theme of the half wines or half size bottle, mini bottles. So this is going to be 375, so a half size of a full size 750 wine. As I said many times before in previous videos, sometimes you just don't want to waste a full bottle of wine. If you're like me, you don't drink as much wine as you used to. I tend to sometimes waste a bottle of wine, or if I'm cooking something, I can utilize it for cooking. But that being said, sometimes, especially in the summertime when it's hot, you try to drink lighter wines, white wines, rosés, fruitier style reds. Every now and then you want to have that big, bold wine, but this half-size bottles would totally quench that thirst and satisfy that desire for a big, bold wine. In this case, we're going to be doing St. Francis, the Cabernet Sauvignon from 2019 out of Sonoma. Now, I have been a St. Francis fan for years. I'm not going to age myself, but I've been a St. Francis fan for years. In fact, St. Francis to me corresponds or correlates with Merlot, quality Merlot. I had a chance to have a vertical of Merlots from 1981 to 1990. It was fantastic to do that, especially tasting the 1981 Merlot. I mean, that was a fantastic thing. I never forget that experience, meeting the owner and tasting through these wines. So for me, St. Francis is always going to forever be associated with Merlot, even though they do make Zinfandels, they do make Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, but for me, it's going to always be Merlot. So this will be my first experience with the Cabernet Sauvignon coming out of from St. Francis out of Sonoma. So the grapes, this is all Cabernet. And the grapes come from their estate vineyard in Russian River Valley and in the Sonoma area. Also grapes, Cabernet coming from Alexander Valley and Dry Creek. So 18 months in French oak. Looking forward to trying this. I mean, again, you can really get your fix with these half. Wow. As soon as I cracked that, I was able to smell that. Holy smokes, that's potent. You know what? How I feel about screw caps. If the wine is bad, it went in that way. But oh my gosh, I smelled that as soon as I cracked it open. That is phenomenal. Woo, baby, that was sealed. That was sealed good. Man, 2019. And gotta love screw caps in this case. Keeping the wine fresh, keeping it sealed. So Cabernet out of Sonoma. So some people like Cabernets from Sonoma. Some like Cabernets from Napa Valley. Here's my take. If you ever have the opportunity, get a Sonoma Cab and a Napa Cab, blind them, taste them side by side. Mix them up if it's by yourself, taste them side by side, and then decide which you like best. For me, Cabernets from Napa has a tendency to be very bold, very robust. Out of Sonoma, you get, complexities also, but a little bit more subdued, but still have good structure to it, So that's me. That's my take. What do you think? Let's get at a swirl. Get a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? And it's also very rare that you find Cabernets that are going to be all Cabernet. So when I find a wine that's all Cabernet, I am totally excited, because oftentimes they're throwing other grapes in there just to add a little bit of this, a little bit of that, maybe more texture, maybe more structure, maybe more fruit. But when you can find it done right, where it's all Cabernet, it is a wonderful feeling and a wonderful experience for your palate. Get a look at that color. Isn't that a beautiful color? 2019. Wow, I need to go see if I can find some more of these so I can sit on half bottles and see what happens. All right, so now we have a nice little garnet color, deep ruby, going into purple here. Wow, that is so gorgeous. On the nose, we're getting cherry spice wood. Blended with some dark berries and plum, but that spiciness of the wood really comes through. Wow, man. I can't wait to have this just rest a little bit after it's now being opened and the bottle is getting pretty fresh. Let's leave that slightly ajar here. Now for the taste. What do I taste for? Acidity. 2 steps. First sip is going to be for acidity and structure. Let's give it a taste. See if the structure is, see if the acidity. For me, if it's no acidity, no play. Red wines need some acidity too. It can't be flabby and flat, right? Second taste is when I taste the wine and see if I taste what I smelled and how it all comes together in my mouth, what the finish is like. Here we go. Number 1. Now, if you notice when I rinse, I get it all over my palate. My mouth is watering. It's watering while I'm speaking. That is an excellent sign for me. Wow. So mouth is watering. Smooth tannins, they're there, but smooth tannins for sure. But notice, I take the wine and swish it all over my mouth. I want all of my mouth sensories to get engaged, get involved, and taste this wine. So the alcohol on this is coming in at, let's see if I can find it. This is always the part where you got to try to find the alcohol content. Here we go on this side now. Alcohol is 14.8%. And you should be able to find this anywhere, depending where it is being sold and you purchase wine, from $9.99 to $13.99 in the half bottle. Okay. Wow. Nice. So now for the taste, let's bring it all together. All right, see how it rolls across my palate. Is it balanced? Is it out of balance? Is it sweet? Is it dry? Is it over fruity? Is it fruit forward? Let's see where it falls. Here we go. Wow. Dry. Fruit in the mid palate. Very lush, very silky. Again, smooth tannins, but they're there. It gives you that good structure. That finish, is long, nice, plummy on the finish. Then you pick up a little bit of those wood notes to it. One more taste. What was the alcohol again on this? 14.8. There's no way, And for me, that's the beauty of Sonoma. That smoothness, that subdued, with very structured, very elegant type of Cabernet. The reds, bold, but elegant, right? Wow, very nice. So one more sip. That is just, woo. You know where I'm going already, right? That is just lovely. And I'm a Merlot fan from St. Francis. I tell you, hands down, Merlot. All right. So, for my first experience of St. Francis Cabernet, 2019, 8.5 size, perfect for me, perfect for you. The Wisconsin Wine Guy is going to give this wine a double thumbs up. Double thumbs up. I mean, I am really digging this St. Francis Cabernet. You know, and it actually puts me in mind of their style and the structure when they're crafting their Merlots, you know. I mean, nice depth of fruit, but not fruity. Nice mid pattern, nice fullness and lushness on the mouth, in the mouth. You know, good long finish, you know, nice acidity. You know, so it's like, it almost tastes like the Merlot. But very nice, good structure. I think you would enjoy this because I'm going to enjoy this. Double thumbs up. There you have it, 2019. See if you can find it. If you can't find it in half bottle, maybe you can find it in a large bottle. 2019 vintage. Give it a try. And your Wisconsin wine guy says to you always, let your palate be the guide when selecting your wine. And the minis are coming. More minis are coming. See you next time. Ciao.